welcome everyone. I'm Randy Strozyk, and those who don't know me, I'm the president of the American Ambulance Association. And I want to take this chance to kind of talk about things that are going on across the industry and kind of review the first 5 months of my presidency. As I've always said in the past, this is one of the greatest things I've ever gotten to do. And as we pursue the next balanced few months of 2023 and into 24, a lot of challenges ahead of us, and just want to talk about some of those. So first and foremost, I'm very pleased to announce that both our Senate and our House bill for our Medicare extenders to go past the present 2 years have been submitted. On the Senate side, I want to thank Senator Catherine Cortez Masto for once again heading off our process, Susan Collins from Maine, Debbie Stabenow from Michigan, and Bill Cassidy from Louisiana. Those are our first sponsors of the bill, and of course we'll be looking for more. On the House bill, it was submitted on March 17th. This will be House Bill 1666. Lead representative of it is Brad Winstrip from Ohio, who again once led the process for us. We're very proud of the work he's done for us. Terry Sewell from Alabama, Buddy Carter from Georgia, and Paul Tonko from New York. These bills are important in the fact that, as many of you recall, our last legislative session, we received a 2-year extension, though our ask was for 5. Thus, in 2025, we'll need additional time to go forward. Also, as a reminder to everyone, CMS is now doing the cost reporting study. 1/3 of our members this year, 1/3 next year, 1/3 the third year. From that data, we hope to see, and we fully expect to find results that show that our Medicare payments are well below our costs. So in the interim, we once again need to go to Congress to ask for extenders. We don't anticipate that this will be approved in the 2023 year, and most likely we'll be working through 2024 to get this passed and through. But we're very confident that we'll have all the support we need from Congress. What we need from you folks is to help us find additional sponsors to go on the bill. All our GA folks, led by Tristan North and Kim Godden, who's the chair of our Government Affairs Committee, will be working with many of you to talk to your various elected officials to get more support on our work. I want to take a moment and just talk about the differences between our Senate requests for extenders and our House request. In the past, our extenders have been 2% urban, 3% rural, and 22.6% for super rural. This last year, the association, in conjunction with an external firm that helped us with this, has spent time calculating the impacts of the Medicare productivity factor and how that has somewhat taken us backwards in terms of all our cost and all our reimbursement. From that, we determined that we needed a markup that would help mitigate that. So for the Senate bill, we're asking for 3.4% for urban, 4.3% for rural, and 26.2% for super rural. Now on the House side, being reflective of the mood of the House and the conservative factors on any sort of cost increases from essentially status quo, our request for the House bill at this time will remain at 2, 3, and 22.6. Though we are hoping to see that we'll see some variation or some mitigation or some merger between the House and Senate bills as we go forward. On another topic that's out there that we're spending time on, and another possible impact to our funding, is the VA potentially on February 17th of next year will be implementing a new pay structure that may change all payments for VA services, be it emergent or non-emergent, down to Medicare level. In addition, this could entail with some programs being as low as 70% of Medicare. I've asked Terrence Ramatar to lead a committee and a task force within our association to work with other associations across the country whose members could be impacted by this VA change. So in the next few weeks and months, you're going to be getting requests for information and ask for your support as we work both congressionally with the VA to mitigate this impact. While we know the intention was not to really bring our whole industry at another financial crisis, clearly this is out there, and we need to work to not have another burden upon us as we move forward to already challenging times. On another positive front, though, the GAPB, the Surprise Medical Billing Task Force committee that is working, have had their first meetings and the subcommittees have met. I'm pleased to report to all of you that the AAA and all our staff and our representatives on the committee were incredibly well prepared for their presentations and to work through the process. There are many steps still yet to go. Sean Baird, our past president, and Ted Van Horn from GMR are our two formal representatives on the committee. A year worth of really difficult and challenging work was done by a committee within our association led by Jamie Pafford, Wayne Jarecki, and a phenomenal amount of work done by Kathy Lester. In the coming weeks and months, they will continue to work on this process to find a solution to the issue of surprise medical billing that will ensure that we as an industry and we as providers can maintain a level of funding and resources that keep us moving forward and keep us ability to provide service. A lot more to come, and we'll be putting out reports to all of you as it progresses. So finally, or pretty close to finally, let's talk about our annual conference. June 25th to June 28th, we'll be at the MGM in Las Vegas. Now, some of you may be doing just like I did early on, thinking, well, it's not November. We always have our annual conference in November or in the fall, and why this year are we in June for our annual and we've moved Stars of Life to November? And quite simply, it worked out as a way to make sure that when we have Stars of Life, we actually have congresses also in play. And we're looking at the calendar, we thought this is a great opportunity after decades of having the same structure to look at something new. This year we got phenomenal speakers. The support from our vendors is the best I've ever seen in many, many, many years, and our attendance is growing. But here I want to make you an offer. If you've never been to the conference and you keep thinking, well, should I go, should I not go? It's not inexpensive. I need to travel to Vegas. Let me offer you this option. If you've never been to our annual conference and you come this year, and if while at the conference you don't meet someone who either becomes a new friend or provides you some sort of input you never thought of, if our vendors don't offer you an opportunity or show you something or bring you something that helps your service, and finally, if none of our speakers provide you any new insight, interest, or reinstill your faith and excitement for what we do, come find me at noon on Wednesday of the conference and we'll refund your registration. So remember, first time visit, don't meet any of that criteria, you find me, I'll be at the front of the room at the end of conference on Wednesday, but I guarantee you, you invest in coming to our conference, you will walk away with nothing but opportunities, learning, experiences, and you'll be wondering how soon can you get back to next year. I attended my first conference in 1984, and I still have friends from that conference, and I still remember vivid things I learned then. So if you haven't signed up yet, haven't registered, please do now. We're so full. We're looking forward to an amazing meeting. The staff, the committee for education led by Lori Burns has just done a phenomenal job putting our event together. So look forward to see you in Vegas in June. So I finished my first 5 months. We've had many meetings, we've worked on many projects, and once again, I cannot say thank you enough to the board members, to the committee chairs, and probably most importantly to the staff of the AAA led by Maria Bianchi. It's a challenging time. We can all just stand back and go, what next, and wonder how tomorrow is going to be. But here's the best part. We're standing together, we're working hard, we're working with other groups across the country, and yet every day, America knows we're out there providing the service we do. So I want to thank each and every one of you who are members of our association. And each and every one of you expressed your support to me and then called me up and let me know that I need to work on something. This is a gift for me. Thank you so very much, and we'll have more of these chats in the future. So with that, have a great Memorial weekend. Please take care, and I look forward to seeing you.